Hey, and welcome back to Riley's Library's 12 Days of Bookmas. If this quality isn't very great, my camera died when I decided to film this, so we're filming on my phone, and it's just gonna have to do. Today, I am talking about 5 books that I want to finish before 2022 is over. So, the first book is Eileen. It's the same person who wrote My Year of Rest and Relaxation. This is on my December TBR, which is why I'm hoping to finish it before the year is up. And it is set during like the Christmas season. I don't know much about this, but I do know that our main character gets involved with someone that pulls her into a crime. I heard it's like crazy and kind of disturbing. And after I read My Year of Rest and Relaxation, I decided I wanted to read more by this author. So that's why I picked it up, and I've been saving it for December. And since it is on my TBR, I am hoping to finish it before the year is up. Next up, we have another book on my December TBR, and it is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I know this is a classic that most people have read or seen the movie, but I have never read it, and I've never seen any of the movie adaptations. I've wanted to, but then I thought like I should read the book first. I don't know much about this. It looks huge, but it's short. I know it's about 4 sisters, and that's about it. And I know that like, I think one of them is like having to marry for, you know, societal reasons. Yeah, I literally know nothing about this, but like this book cover was giving me like warm and cozy, and I don't know, I just feel like December is a good time to pick this up, so I definitely want to finish it by the end of the year. It's been on my TBR, and it is on my December TBR now, so I do want to finish this so that I can finally watch Little Women, and I think I will enjoy it. So this is on my TBR for December, so I need to finish it before the year is over. Next up is a book that is also on my December TBR, A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess. I've seen the movie. I like the movie, and so I thought to myself, why not read the book that the movie is based on? This is set in the future. The criminals come out at night. Our main character is leading like one of these gangs that does crazy stuff at night. I know like in the movie he goes to jail, and that's like a whole thing. They're trying to reform him. So I'm assuming it's the same in the book. This is all about like good versus evil, like human freedom. I don't know. I liked the movie, so I've wanted to read the book. I don't think it's that long. Yeah, it's like maybe 200 pages, so I could definitely knock this out in a sitting if I wanted to. And so I've been intrigued for a while of picking this book up. So I put it on my December TBR, and I definitely want to get to it. Actually, the back of this book says that this edition includes a controversial last chapter not published in the first edition. So that's interesting, and I'll definitely have to update you on if I liked this book or not, because I do like the movie. And the last 2 are books that I have added to this TBR purely because they were 2 books that were on my 22 books to read in 2022. There's one other book that I still have not read that is on that list, but I don't own it, so I am not going to attempt to get it done by the end of the year. But I own these 2 books, and they were on my 22 books to read in 2022. So these are high up on my priority list of I want to finish them before the year's over so I can complete almost the entirety of that list. And the first one is a book that has been on my TBR multiple different months. It's We Hunt the Flame. I've been wanting to read this for a very long time, and I just have not picked it up yet, which I feel like is a crime. So I definitely want to get to this book soon. So this follows 2 people. The first one is the hunter. She literally pretends to be a man and goes out into the forest to help feed her people. And the other one is the Prince of Death. He's supposed to assassinate anyone who goes against his father. She says on a mission to find a lost artifact that's supposed to restore magic to her people. And he also is tasked with finding this artifact and killing the hunter. So he's supposed to be killing her. But then a danger occurs, as one does always in fantasy, that's going to complicate things for them. I heard this is good. I think this is the one with the like really cool first line. Let me see. oh yeah, people lived because she killed. But it's talking about hunting like animals, not people. And there's 2 books. I think this is a duology, so I definitely want to pick this one up because I need to check it off my list, and it's been on my TBR for way too long, and I feel like that's just like wrong at this point, and I desperately need to read it. Okay, and the last book was also on my list of 22 books to read in 2022. This is one that I've been wanting to pick up for a very long time as well. It was originally going to be on my December TBR anyways. I don't know why, the cover just gives me like December vibes. Maybe like I'm just crazy, but it does. And then I remembered this was on my 22 books to read in 2023 list, and so I added it. And that is The Gilded Wolves, which is supposed to be really good. I know it's set in Paris in like the 1800s, I think. So our main character is tasked with, again, finding an artifact. And in order to do this, he gets together a crew. And I think that there's a heist in this. And they're like traveling Paris to try and find this artifact that he needs. And I think he's doing this for a like society. It says, an elite order, the elite order of Babel wants him to help them find this artifact. And so they enlist him, and he gets a good all group together. And the group seems very interesting. It says there's an engineer with a debt to pay, a historian banished from his home, a dancer with a sinister past, interesting, and a brother in arms if not blood. So they have to stay alive, find this artifact that may change history. I've seen great things about this. I think there's 3 books. The second book has been on my like Amazon wish list for a while, so I definitely want to pick this up so I can check it off my 22 books to read in 2022. I also want to do some honorable mentions just in case like I went crazy and somehow read all of these before the end of the year and then want to read more. Another one is I finally want to read Carrie Soto is Back, because I've read like all of those books in that like historical based genre, whatever it is that Taylor Jenkins Reid has wrote. So I definitely want to see if I can fit that in there somewhere. I want to read Ender's Game because it was recommended to me, and I feel bad that I haven't read it yet because I told this person that I would read it and I haven't gotten to it, so I'm hoping to read that by the end of the year as well. And then if I have lots of time, I would like to pick up the second book in the Zodiac Academy because I still have not done so. And I liked the first book, so I want to keep reading. So I need to get onto that. And then also, I would like to possibly, if not, I'll do it in the new year, finally read A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. I read the first one last summer or 2 summers ago. It's been a while. So I've been scared to pick it up because I feel like I have no idea what's happening at this point, and I'm scared that I will not be able to figure it out. But I do really want to finish that series. So if I have time, like, since I will be on break over December, I think it's perfect time to pack in some books during Christmas break. So I also may add that. But the 5 that I showed you in the beginning are on my priority list. And then if I have time for things like Carrie Soto's Back and Zodiac Academy and Ender's Game and Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, then I'll add those. My December TBR is actually not that long. The only 2 books that are not in this are books that, even though I'm pre-filming this, I'll have read them before this video comes out. Fingers crossed. And that's A Very Merry Bromance and Holiday Swap. So I think you probably, I'll have already finished those by the time that this video goes live. So this was the rest of my like December TBR. And then if I get past all of those, then I will add some more books. But those are the books I really want to finish before the year ends and we start 2023. And I'm already starting to think about my list of books that I want to read in January for my January TBR. I'm getting a new journal for Christmas, and that is going to be my new 2023 reading journal. So I'm really excited to set up those spreads and, make my 23 books to read in 2023. And hopefully I'll read all of those as well, because I think I will be one off this year. My one off will be I Never a Gallant by V.E. Schwab, which was the only other book that was on that list that I didn't check off, and I still have not bought it, so I never read it. I still want to read it, it just didn't happen. So those are the books that I want to finish and kind of my plan for 2023, I guess, and thinking about that as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.